Bubba, I love you. Um, Look at this, my eye. I went free diving and it dove down too deep. I don't know if I mentioned this to you in a video yet or not, but now I'm self-conscious about it a little bit, so I always have to explain it. But I dove down like 35 feet. I didn't know I could go down that far on my own with just fins, holding my breath, and then it's pretty amazing, spectacular actually. Anyways, I just wanted to recommunicate some big things that are happening right now. It's a lesson, like every time I'm standing on my rights, it's my right to live this way. It's my right to have these things. I'm usually headed for some pretty hard times when I'm doing that, man. I struggle a lot with pride and ego. Like I don't have a big ego, but I have a lot of pride, and that's kind of a big problem. Because I also have like a self-esteem issue too, where I feel like success is kind of like too much success is also what I consider what irrelevant with or connected to douchebag people. Douchebag people that threw us out of our home when I was 12 years old because we were evicted, and we had to go live with my grandparents, and I'd ripped away from my home and all that stuff. And I wasn't being rejected, I was being redirected, and it's hard to like accept that stuff in the moment. And so many different challenges that are right along those lines, and trying to get rid of that glare there. The last couple of years have been extremely tough for me. I've been living with just like my reputation is everything. And I've put everything into my reputation, and then I made one decision that really I felt like it altered the course of my entire life, and I think there's some self-fulfilling prophecy there where I destroyed myself in a lot of ways too, because I didn't approve of me and my actions. But then there was a landslide of things that have occurred since too, which is like IRS. They just came out of left field and said, "Oh, by the way, you owe us $250,000." Like, what? It almost I almost started crying instantly, dude. And it's so absurd that it doesn't make any sense. I don't even have that much money. Like I've never, that's insane. Anyways, it put me on my heels, and I just gave it up to God, and I was like, all right, God, like I don't know. Instantly, because I have no other alternative choice there. I ran down to the tax office, and I just said, here's what I got going on. I'm going to leave it in your hands, because that's what, like my belief system. God created all things and created like all these departments for a reason. Use the departments, Self-reliance doesn't help, So I ran down there, and I got them to take a look at it. It ends up, supposedly I'm gonna make like $4,000 off this deal, because they got all the numbers wrong in the 2017 year. And in 2018, they fucking hammered me for the wrong amount. But that's been on the books for 2 years now. 2 years I've been battling this, like I don't get tax returns, I don't get any of that stuff. It just all goes. And then child support, like I've paid all my child support from day one, man. From day one. That was a big deal to me because my father didn't pay that. He didn't pay anything. Nothing, not a cent, not one red cent, man. And so for me, it's kind of like a rite of passage. It's a manhood thing of like, you know what, if I owe it, I pay it, you know, and I've always been that way about my bills. I'm a bill paying son of a bitch, you know. They'll say, you say that at my grave, you know, this guy, you know, he pays his bills. I'm just that way, you know, like I don't like bills. I don't like debt, man, because of the way I was raised. If you have debt, people can take stuff from you, you know, so I don't like debt. I pay things off as fast as I can, and then it's mine. You can't touch me. It's not a great way to live. It's a way to live. So, you know, the reality is I've been like, I got that, and then the child support thing, you know, they're hammering me about like owing like 25 grand in child support. I'm like, dude, I've paid all that, you know, and now we're at a place where I just surrendered so many times to the process, that your mom's helping me out. She's got her lawyer helping like get this thing done. I have better terms now with you on paper, 50-50 custody, you know, no child support, you know, that like all because like I just showed up and did the job no matter what. And I stopped whining and bitching about things. And that's hard, bud, because I still feel really strongly about all those items. You know, I'm just reminded again, like, I don't know what the plan is, you know, but there is a plan, and I'm being redirected right now, not rejected, into something great. And I don't know what it is. I don't have to know. All I know is today I get a chance to be a good dad. I get a chance to raise you right. I get a chance to participate in your life and be there with you as you grow. I get a chance to be a great ex-husband, you know, and be supportive. I get a chance to be a friend to a lot of people. And I get a chance to show humility today to a lot of people. And even though in my heart, I've done all these amazing things, I'm not doing those amazing things right now, you know, and I can accept that, you know, and that's, I can learn the lesson. I can accept that there's a lesson being learned. And I feel very vulnerable, and I can accept that that's okay today. All I have is I have you, and I have a goal of making sure that I support you 100%. That's not a lot in this world, but you know what? It's okay right now. I've had a lot of goals, and I've accomplished a lot in this world. But I have a lot more to accomplish. But in this very moment, I don't have to have a lot of goals. Right now, maybe all I need is just to keep everything super simple so that I can get really deep in my goals with you. You know, this world is not going to be easy, and it's not meant to be, bud. It's hard. It's beautiful. And it's amazing, but it's hard. You're going to have some really hard times. I just don't want you to ever feel like you're the only one, or you're being singled out. Because though you may not see it in other people, you may look at people like me and be like, that guy's my hero because he just never shows cracks. But this is my way of also telling you, like, I have a lot of cracks. You know, it's not about not having cracks, you know, or chinks in the armor. It's about embracing that and leaning into something bigger than yourself, you know. We're all in this together. And we're all struggling to just be connected and care for one another. That's what it's all about. We just have to find the right ways of doing that. Anyways, I love you, buddy. I'm going to drop off your bedding right now, and I'm going to get my butt to doing what I do, you know, a little work here and there. And I love you so much. I can't wait to see you. I look more and more like my dad every day. It's crazy to me. I bet you're gonna feel the same way. I love you, but I'm out of here.